Imagine trying to fit music to, like, it's like lip syncing. Imagine trying to do that on film back in the day.
Fuck that.
Yeah. My dad actually has a reel-to-reel editing machine.
Wow.
And he was showing me how to use it back when he used to have to do stuff like that in the 80s, 70s, 80s. It's really interesting. Anyway.
Sounds like it.
Welcome to another episode of Thank You For Your Services podcast, the podcast dedicated to the working world, the military, and basically just our lives and the lives of the people that we like to have on. My name is Matt. Sitting across from me is my lovely co-host, Tommy Two Streets. Tommy?
Hey. I think I did a better job of explaining what the show's about last week.
Oh, okay.
Somebody doesn't listen to the show. At this table.
Who would that at this table? I have so much to talk about this week, but before we get into that, I want to throw these plugs out there. If you would like to reach us and you're not on social media, we have a email account on Gmail. That's like if you'd like to write in a story or you'd like to write in a comment or a concern, maybe you hate mail or love mail. And you can email us at ThankYouForUrServices@gmail.com. Once again, that is the letters UR services@gmail.com. And if you'd like to find us on social media, our Instagram page, which is at ThanksForYourServices_podcast. That's once again, ThanksForYourServices_podcast. Has all of our links to our TikTok, our YouTube page, and to wherever you get your podcasts from, because that's right, where we broadcast.
And that's exactly where you should subscribe.
Oh, please do.
I'd love a subscriber or two.
Oh, as soon as we start, the fat, chunky cat Aria walks in and wants to be part of the podcast. Yep. Aria, what do you say? What do you know?
Yep, right on cue, too.
And she's
gone.
Away. Yeah, and she's walking away.
Typical cat.
Looking for her next meal. Could it be you? Could it be your finger? We don't know. I have so much I want to talk about.
That remains
this week.
To be seen.
First, I want to talk about work because that's what we do here. Would you like me to start?
Do we always talk about work first, or is there a format that there's been for the last 6 months? I forget. What's on your mind, Matt?
What's on my mind this week is I've had quite a week. So first of all, I had off on Monday because we're about to go into our annual training for 2 weeks, and I won't have a day off for like 15 days. So they gave us the day off on Monday, and then we have Monday coming up off as well because of the holiday.
2 weeks, huh?
What do you mean? Oh, 2 weeks of training? Yeah. Well, I'll be gone for the first week, and I'll be back. My
that was so
goodness. Why play it again?
There it is.
No one thought it was cool the first time.
I thought it was silly.
It was definitely something. So I have to go away to a really shitty fucking base. I won't say where on here, but the rooms definitely have bugs, and you're out in the middle of nowhere, and all the showers are open, so get ready for some swinging dicks.
Nice.
And I'm really a grower, not a shower, so I hope fucking nobody looks at my fucking shriveled up dick that I've been in the shower and is like,
I was in the pool.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah. You said you are too, a grower, not a shower?
Yeah, no one's looking. No, I don't want anyone looking at my schmack.
Yeah, not in the water.
Not at all.
I feel like most male people with penises can relate.
All right.
Because I've had this talk with men plenty of time.
Penis owners, I'll say that.
You know, the last time I was there, another soldier saw all my chest hair and asked if they could touch it. And without me even saying yes, they just reached out and touched it.
Nice.
I just got out of the shower. Towel barely around me.
Oh, perfect timing.
I was like, holy shit.
Well, now we got two.
Yep,
hey,
both
buddy.
cats are here. Haku is here now. But so anyway, so that's what I have to look forward to for a while.
These are my friends.
I'm bringing a book. We're going to have to just wait. So we have to qualify with our weapons for like 5 days.
She eat ass.
Oh yeah, yeah. She likes to clean his butt.
Yeah, well,
that's a thing that they do as brother and sister.
While Matt's gone, I don't know what I'm going to do, but we'll figure it out. Stay tuned.
That was really cool. So,
a book, you say?
Yeah, I have this book. I have 2 books I want to bring, but I'll probably only bring one. And people are going to laugh when they hear this out loud. But it's called Straight Edge and Radical Politics. I got it more out of interest instead of like I'm not like radically into politics or anything. But I wanted to just see what the straight edge movement and politics and how they go hand in hand, according to this person. I got it from you ever go to the punk rock flea market?
Yep.
There's a guy there. I don't remember the name of their booth at the moment, but it's an anarchy or anarchist publishing company or something. I don't fucking know. But they have pretty good books about like punk rock and stuff. Like I got like a Dead Kennedys book from them, and like I got this straight edge book, and I got a Rudimentary Peni book as well. So it was cool. Do you not know who that is?
Is that a band? Hey,
it is
buddy.
a band from the 70s. They were an anarcho-punk band. No? Okay.
Never heard of them.
Well, they're pretty well known in the
not to me
punk rock world. Yeah, okay, obviously. But yeah, they kind of started anarcho-punk.
Okay. Well, that'll be a good read then.
I think so. Yeah, I just tend to keep to myself on these trips.
And you're staying off of social media too.
I have been. Yeah, so I did have to go on at one point. I had a bunch of fucking messages, and somebody needed my phone number, and because I made like a post like, hey, I'm not gonna be on for a while, at least till after haunt season, but I think I'm just not gonna go back. I don't know yet, but I don't think I care anymore about it. Like I haven't cared about it for a long time. You know, the only reason I got Instagram in the first place was because I was trying to meet women back when I was single, and
that'll do it.
Well, the thing was, it was like I used Tinder the first time I got on Tinder was summer of 2015. I was like, oh, this is awesome. You know, I was like meeting girls and stuff, but I was using it seriously, which is like the way you're not supposed to use it, because every fucking other person on there was like, I speak sarcasm and whiskey. I was like, okay, well, I was just trying to like, and I was putting
That's such a fucking,
I know, dude, I know.
That's such like a perfect synopsis of a Tinder bio.
Fucking
That's
so
funny.
was. So, and I was putting on there like, hey, I just, I'm a guy, straight edge, vegetarian, like want to just take a girl to a movies. And I'm like, oh my God. Like if we look back on that now, everyone would be like, oh, who's this fucking incel creep? And I was just like, I was taking it seriously, and I didn't realize you weren't supposed to do that because I hadn't been single for like social media. I was always in a relationship, and I never took social media seriously. And by the time I got like actually single and social media was out, I was way too late. So anyway, I started, so I used it for a little bit in 2015, then I made a couple more mistakes. And then in 2016, I got an Instagram because people were linking their Tinders to their Instagram at the time. And I was like, what's Instagram? So I got one, and I was like, oh, this is cool. It's just pictures. And then I started to really like it. And then now all it is fucking advertisements. And I was like, God, I hate this now. And the scrolling makes me dizzy. So I just can't do it anymore.
It ain't what it used to be.
It ain't what it used to be.
There was a time when there was no algorithm. Instagram was simply a timeline.
It was just your friends.
It was simply chronological too.
Yeah. Yep.
It was just whoever posted last was most recently at the top and bullshit like that.
Yep.
And you would literally have to scroll to the bottom of your feed to find like where you were last or whatever. And that was actually possible back then. But for however the hell they decided to like make the algorithm, like posts are not in any particular order at all.
Dude, I have no idea how it works, and I really started to. So I start, every female I see now is some form of like an Instagram model or whatever, and like. And I'm like, man, these are like really good looking girls or whatever. And I'm looking, especially on deployment, dude, when you're just like, you're stuck.
Down bad.
You are, yeah. And you haven't had sex in like a year, and you're just like, oh my God. So, I'm always looking at these Instagram girls. And then all of a sudden something snapped me, and I was like, I think I'm just too, like, I feel old on there. And I know I'm not that old. I'm 32. but it was that initial feeling of like, oh fuck, like
new.
I'm kind of old looking at everybody now, and I just don't want to be doing that anymore with my time and my life. I was so much happier before I had all those things, like just reading my dumb Fangoria magazines and stuff, and like I just wanted to go back to that. So anyway,
simpler time.
It was nice. I remember being just like curled up on my bed as a teenager. I had just gotten home from my shitty job as a janitor, and just sitting, curled up in my bed. I got my homework done, and I would just like read my Fangoria and then just like pass out, and it was awesome with like horror movie dreams in my head. I love it.
Them days are long gone.
They sure are, except for I still do that, I guess.
And they ain't coming back.
Yeah, but now we like stream stuff and all this stuff. But you know what? Liz and I, we play a lot of like board games together. We love that shit. And we got one recently that was like a hunt to killer. They advertise like all over different podcasts and stuff. But they sell like board game versions of it, like tabletop mysteries that you can do in like an hour to 90 minutes. Let me tell you, this shit has taken us a few nights. It is very tough, but it's really fun because we love to decipher codes and stuff together. So we've been having a good time. Oh, excuse me, with that. But I had a dream last night that I went to prison. Now, I've said on the podcast before, going to prison is my biggest fear of all time.
Of all time?
Of all time, yeah. Even more than the dark. I hate the dark, but prison is my biggest fear of all time. So I had this dream last night that I was in prison. I was there for maybe 5 minutes, and all these dudes around me started stretching, and one guy put his hand on my leg, and I said, "No thanks." And he said, "I'm not asking." And then they proceeded to beat me up so that they could rape me, and I woke up. So I was like, oh, shit. So I woke up around 4:30 like I normally do anyway, and I just sat there and stared, and I was like, fuck, I gotta like do something because I was just laying there. So then I scrolled on Reddit, and I fucking love Reddit with a passion. I follow like lots of different stuff that's not just porn on Reddit, because let's face it, that's pretty much what Reddit is for.
I mean, I think the internet is for porn.
I think you're right
at this point.
But Reddit specifically now is like quite a porn hub. But so I follow like a lot of cassette culture stuff, and I'm like really well. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the podcast, but I'm really big into shoes and sneakers. So, but I am. But so I follow like lots of different sneaker things and stuff, and I like looking at it. Now I don't just go out and buy whatever like the newest hyped up sneaker is. Like right now I think New Balances 550s are like the hyped shoe, but like I don't own like a pair of those, but I like what I like, and I love white Reeboks. I have quite a few pairs of white Reeboks. So I like to look at stuff like that. It kind of calms me down, hits those endorphins, I guess. But so at work, I have been towing a lot of the aircraft. Oh, are you just gonna?
I'm writing timestamps.
For what?
For stuff.
Stuff about what?
This fucking show.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man.
So you say it with your chest.
I just did. What are you saying right now? Are you off your rocker today?
I'm not sitting on a rocker. So I've been towing a lot of aircraft.
I'm listening.
I've been towing a lot of aircraft recently, and I'm getting better at it. So, and it's really hard. I think I talked about this last week, but
you touched on it, yeah.
Well, now they have me doing it on my own. There's finally not a guy sitting in there with me. So it's very nerve-wracking because you hit one blade, a blade, helicopter blade on a wall, and there's $1 million right there. You screw it up, there's $1 million.
I mean, it's the government. They got that. They're okay.
They do, but they don't like to spend it when they don't have to.
Yeah, well.
Actually, they really fucking hate it, and you get reprimanded. So I really don't want to fuck up. So I've been getting trained a lot on that lately. I did a lot of tasks this week that I hadn't done before, and I was really happy. I was learning a lot this week. I started to really be like, okay, I really like this job, because for a while there I was like, oh man, maybe I don't have a passion for helicopters, and honestly, I don't. I would like to do something in the world of tailoring or something like that. I think I've always just wanted to do that, but helicopters definitely pay a lot better than tailoring. So I'm gonna stick with this for a while.
For the foreseeable future.
Yeah, exactly. If I want all them benefits and everything. Other than that, so Sunday night, I went and saw my favorite band, Municipal Waste. And let me tell you, we had a wonderful time. So my friend couldn't make it, so it was just me and my wife. It was supposed to be the three of us. So then I invited you. Then you couldn't make it. Then I invited Mikey. Mikey couldn't make it. Then I invited Jay, who's also been on the show. He couldn't make it. And then I invited two other guys from work. Nobody could fucking make this show. So it was just me and Liz. And I don't ever get like... Okay, I'm very uptight, but I never get anxious. And then lately, I've been getting super anxious around crowds and people, and I fucking hate it. And Dude, I thought I was going to have a panic attack, which I've never had before at this show. I don't know what was wrong with me.
What was the venue? Transfer?
Yes. Yeah.
Union Transfer?
Yeah. And there was a bunch of people, and I was so excited that I, got, because I love getting in the pit, and just, and Waste is my favorite band, so, I love getting in the pit for them and everything. So I show up there, my throat, for some reason, is so dry, and my tongue is so dry, and my lips feel like sand. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, what is wrong with me? So we watched the first band, Enforced. They were fantastic. But and they wanted a circle pit. And they even were saying things like, let's put that show in the spin cycle. And I was like, yeah. Let me tell you, dude, the whole floor opened up. Only me was moshing.
Oh, that's lame.
It was literally only me. I'm jumping up and down. I'm trying to get people into it. I'm throwing other guys in that, I knew. These are guys I've seen at other shows. And I'm like, hey, I seen you at the last. They're like, yeah, man, what's up? We're buddies. And they would, laugh, and then they would just go and stand there. And I was like,
yeah.
What is
Sunday night, man.
That's what I was like. I was like, maybe because it's Sunday night? But, dude, anyway, they played. Their set was, 20, 30 minutes. It's
probably 20.
Then Waste comes on, and they're killing it because they just put out a new record in July. They're playing songs from the new record, especially. So then once again, it's only me in the pit, and there's the whole floor is opened up, and it's only fucking me. So then there's one other dude that's moshing with me. Then we get more people in the circle pit and stuff as they play. So we had a good amount of people eventually and push in and everything. But all right, so the lead singer Tony of Municipal Waste, he saw how much I was giving a shit. So at one point, he points to me and holds the mic out and is doing a come here kind of a thing. I didn't know the words to the song. I'm going to be real with you.
Was it a new song?
I don't know. I can't remember right now which one they were playing at the time, but I straight up didn't know the words. And a lot of their songs, dude, I've been a fan of them since 06, 07, and I still don't know most of the words of their songs. I love that. I listen to them probably every day or at least every week.
He sings so fast.
He sings very fast, and I have no clue what he's saying. I only know some of the choruses. And so, dude, I just sort of pretended I didn't see him, and I just started moshing again. And I was like, oh, dude, that was your one chance. Because even he was like, oh, he made this face that was oh man, come on, that would have been cool. Yeah, he wasn't mad, but I was like, oh, I should have fucking just went up there and bullshit. I did. I let him down. If you're listening, Tony, I apologize. You're one of my heroes. I met him in 2008 when they were opening for the Casualties at J.C. Dobbs on South Street, back when it was J.C. Dobbs. And I met him out front of there. And I was so, I don't ever get starstruck, but I literally went, oh, dude, you're my favorite band. And he was like, oh, thanks, man. And I was like, that guy's so cool.
I met him one time.
He's super cool, isn't he? Was he nice to you?
So, I wasn't dating, but I was seeing somebody at the time a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And they knew Tony personally.
Really?
Because they used to live in Richmond.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
And
he plays in 3 bands now.
So we got guest listed to the show. You and Liz were there. This was another show at Union Transfer years back.
Yeah, this was in 2018.
Yep. So we got guest listed to that show.
You didn't tell me this.
You can't just bring people with you.
Oh.
So he took us backstage, and I met other members of the band briefly, and had a bottle of water, and then I just went back out on the floor and enjoyed the show. But I never seen the back of Union Transfer before. So the backstage.
How'd she look from the back?
Professional.
She bussin'?
Yeah. It's a legit operation there.
Yeah.
the door to get backstage.
Were they partying?
No, they're
probably
grown-ups.
tired and yeah.
They're just sitting on couches or eating catering.
I think he was born in like 1976 or 5 or something. He's older than he looks.
So he's 40 something.
He's
46, 47,
he's
48.
like about to be 50 if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I'm happy he keeps this going. Dude, they've been a band for 20 years now.
So like I was saying, the backstage area at Union is a code, and every day the code is different.
Oh, that's cool.
So like even if someone's like, oh, I'm gonna remember the code, not gonna get in the next day because it's gonna be different.
Cool.
But
that's good.
He was really fucking cool. Like we talked about music for a sec, and I wish I could remember more, but yeah, he's tight, and they're awesome.
Dude, all of those guys are awesome. So I saved I'm going to send their bass player some of my music because I bought t-shirts from his other band Bat, which I'm also a big fan of.
Yeah.
And he actually wrote a little note like on one of the stickers. And I was like, I figured somebody was sending their shit out. It's actually him. So I'm sending them shit back, and I'm just going to write to them. Even if they don't fucking read it. I don't really care at that point. Yeah, they might. They're really good to their fans. Anyway, it was an awesome show. I still got to mosh. It definitely wasn't like the last 2 times I saw them in Baltimore where the crowd was fucking crazy. This was way more of a relaxed crowd that just wanted to headbang.
Was I with you at both of those shows or just one?
You were with us.
I was definitely with you at the Gate Creeper one.
Yeah, you...
At Soundstage.
So you weren't there for the first one. That was the Circle Jerks.
That's right.
Yeah, you were there for Obituary.
That's right. Yeah.
We actually left during Obituary because I was just like,
we all did.
You're right. We all, because we saw you guys leave, and I was like, oh man. I could tell the wife was just like, kind of not. Like she loves Obituary and stuff, but I could just tell her and my buddy were like tired.
It was like a weeknight, and it was late.
It was not a weeknight. I think. Oh, was it?
Yeah. I'm pretty certain.
Maybe. Anyway.
Man, if only I had access to all
the Circle Jerks was
in the world at my fingertips.
Right. I know the Circle Jerks was a Friday, and we had to go into work on that Saturday, and we were tired as hell, and we were all beat up. Anyway.
It must have been.
I had a wonderful week. Today, I'm trying to think of what happened today. The only thing I don't like about my job is like sometimes you run out of work for the day. And then
you have to stop working. Oh fuck!
No, but like you have to sort of make it look like you're working, but you're not. And I do that. Kind of drives me nuts because there's like sometimes where you're like, oh shit, it's like we have an hour and a half left of work, but we can't start a new job until tomorrow when you have all day. Because if you leave your place, like you can't just like leave something sitting overnight for or whatever.
Why is that?
There's just certain things you can, certain things you can't.
Our receptionist was out today, so people from various departments had to watch the front, and I was there for 2 hours, and then same thing. You have to sit there at attention because the phone could ring.
Sure, yeah.
But I also can't be like playing games on my phone because you have to look busy somehow. It's tricky.
The 2 girls in one of the bands I'm in, they both have been playing this game on their phone called Sasquatch. Do you play that game?
Never heard of it.
Okay, I hear it's a very popular phone game.
I've been playing a lot of pool on my phone.
Yeah?
Love it. I love iPhone.
Pocket pool? Pocket pool?
I love iPhone iMessage pool. I'll play anybody, anytime.
Really? I'll play you in pool. I didn't know that was a thing.
I'll send you
Please
a
do.
game.
I would love to. I play a Friday the 13th game on my phone every once in a while.
I'm not saying I'll beat anybody, but I will play against anybody because I just love playing that game.
This house would be cool to have a pool table in.
Where are you going to put it?
We couldn't fit it in this home.
Exactly.
Yeah. Very, very small house. Well, hey, what's up, Music Gaming 12?
Fuck yes. I knew he'd be here eventually.
For those of you listening, our friend Music_Gaming 12 is here. He speed runs NES games and Super NES games. He is the fucking man, and he's really good at Super Castlevania 4. Mm-hmm. So I hope you're having a good night. Oh, my wife is walking in.
Well, welcome. Everybody coming.
Hey.
Whoa, there's Pizza.
What's up, girl? hope you guys are doing well. We hope you're doing well too. Music Gaming 12.
Music.
I almost said super. I almost said Super Gaming 12.
You got a costume on?
No, she's wearing fringe, man. That's her favorite color. Is fringe. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. It's the sleeves that threw me off. The poofy sleeves.
Get over here.
Are you guys going to the Renaissance Fair?
No, I'm too busy this weekend.
My might a bit. That's a big might. Might go.
Ooh, Lancaster or
Very nice.
Maryland?
Maryland. Sadly. Anyway, keep going. I'm
I've never
sorry.
been to Maryland, only to Lancaster.
Yeah.
I moved the computer. Oh, thank you, honey. I moved my computer, as you see, down to the living room. So if you and I want to edit stuff or do whatever, we could just sit down here and do it.
Maybe, yeah. I might have to take you up on that because.
And I moved all my. What?
I might have to take you up on that because Macs are so good for that.
They sure are.
What is it?
I don't know. I thought it was a hair, but it's not. So yeah, and I moved all my sewing mannequin that my wife got me for my birthday. I moved that
Saw it
upstairs.
upstairs.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Did it scare you?
Nah. It had something blue on, so
Tommy's
I was like,
not
"Oh,
scared
that's
of anything."
That's a mannequin."
Other than that, I am still on my old school hip hop kick. I wrote a hip hop song. I sent it to you. It's
good.
silly. You actually think it's good, or you just
It's good for what it is. It's
for
good.
what it? Yeah, it's like silly. I'm making a whole album of Halloween novelty songs that are also hip hop songs. It's gonna be fun.
All right.
I haven't written hip hop since I was like 14, so
You gonna sing on Mikey's Misfits cover album?
I would love to. Actually, you know I would.
Well, then fucking do some work and talk to him about it. He'll.
I'm waiting for him to contact me. I'm not gonna.
No, you don't do that.
You do when it's somebody else's project. You don't bother them about their project. It's
No,
about inserting yourself into their project. That's a douche move.
You can easily be like, "Yo, man, you still want a singer for those Misfits covers?"
But he has been singing on them.
No, he only did one. He did the yelling
I think he
parts.
did two.
He did one. He was sitting right here in
He
this
did
very
Halloween.
seat, and he said he did one.
And I'm pretty sure he did Hybrid Moments as well.
He played the Hybrid Moments one for us in
and
this
Halloween. I know. And then I played Hybrid Moments on the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho,
Any
what's on your
shoe-
mind, baby?
Oh, glad you asked. I got a couple things.
Oh man, I had more stuff. I'm sorry.
Keep going then.
All right. Well, all right. I was thinking about this morning. So we have security guards. I wave to them every morning.
Yeah.
They rarely wave back.
Fuck them. Flip them off.
No, because
Kiss my ass.
So because one of them likes to stop me and try to talk, and he makes the same joke about like Fords and Chevys or
What's the joke?
fuck it. Dude, it's not. I don't even remember. He's like, he's always like.
By the way, for anyone who doesn't know Matt's car, he drives neither a Ford or a Chevy.
No, I drive
So
a
that's-
Toyota Sienna, which
Okay.
is a minivan.
I wasn't gonna say, but fine.
Yeah. And everybody likes to be like, oh, you got the mom mobile out. And I like to go, yeah, but I don't have any children. I like to say it like that. But yeah, so I like to wave to these security guards. But I kind of think if somebody was going to fucking, like, if
Someone's gonna infiltrate the base,
like,
that's your line of defense.
I mean, we'll shoot them when they
Right.
come in.
There's guns in there,
But
probably.
are those security guards going to fucking do anything?
Why do they even need to be there?
I don't know,
That's
bro.
a great
I
fucking
meet
question.
so many people in the security industry, like when I was cutting hair and stuff. And I'm just like, you're guarding that,
Dude, like fucking security guards who do like
pretty
fucking,
much
like,
nothing.
the JP Morgan Chase parking lot.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's like a 70-year-old like frail
That's what I
lady
mean.
or something.
They're not gonna do anything.
Dude, I almost forgot about this. I was at orientation day. I was this close to being a security guard
See, you would be a good security guard
because I applied.
You're a big guy.
I needed the job, and I got the interview. I did okay on the interview, and then it was orientation day, and that day
Yeah.
as I was like either still there or maybe I was leaving, I heard about my bank job that went through.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, fuck that. I'm working there. Fuck this security job." And I never came back.
Oh shit.
But there were people in the orientation class, like there was a couple people who looked like fucking like football players or something, and I was like, "That's a security
Okay,
guard."
that's a good security guard.
However, there were also like people who are probably retirees looking for something to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you guarding?
Dude, I have a friend.
The Werthers?
I have a friend.
They'll smack your hand out of the bag for some hard candy, but they're not fucking stopping nothing.
I have a friend that is 4'11", overweight.
It's me, by the way.
And, like, can't run, can't do stuff so good. And, like, they're a security guard. I love this person to tears. But they're a security guard. And you know what they do on their job? They watch fucking Netflix, bro. Or
Sounds
whatever.
dope, actually.
It does. Sometimes. It sounds like a fantastic job, but it's like, dude, they don't do anything. I mean, not that I want to like put it out there for criminals or whatever, but it's because I mean, I guess they can do something. Like
there's some of them
carry a gun. So
a lot of these. Well, what I learned in that orientation is that a lot of those places hire people simply to have a presence there.
Music Gaming 12 likes your joke.
Simply to have a presence there, they'll hire somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, because a live person being there is enough deterrent for most criminals.
For criminals, yeah.
They're like, oh, somebody's there, can't do it tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you have to
Whatever it may be.
break into somebody's house.
Fuck a house. I'm talking about.
I know,
like
but
just
to break in anywhere. But I would say if I was going to do a B&E,
forced entry, breaking.
I would wait until I know, like, somebody's on vacation or fucking whatever. Because if you try just on a regular weeknight
and someone's home,
dude, like I know I'm gonna shoot you.
That's
as soon as you walk in.
It's also a different crime. That's a home invasion,
right?
And that is almost as much of a charge as like attempted murder.
Yeah,
it's right up there with that kind of charge. So
sure.
B&E is one thing, but you do not want a home invasion. Like, not that anybody should be breaking into anything.
No,
in theory.
Fuck you if you break in anywhere, by the way.
Sure.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. No, that shit is lame. Don't be a thief.
Nah. It's for the immature mind to steal stuff.
It sure is.
Unless it's Walmart. Fuck Walmart.
Yeah, fuck Walmart. Fuck Amazon. Steal from Amazon.
I'll steal from Amazon every chance I could.
Yeah.
You hear that, Jeff? You hear that? I'm just kidding.
Jeff!
What else? Did you have anything else?
I just had 2 license plates that are silly.
I have none, so what are yours?
So, I was at Trader Joe's yesterday. First of all...
Today there's Joe.
I had to fucking go in my uniform, which I
hate doing that.
I hate that shit, but I had to because I was picking up our dinner, and Trader Joe's is right next to it. To Honeygrow.
Oh fuck!
Because I go to
there's
the
another
Cristiano
Trader Joe's now.
There's,
right?
There's one right over there.
I'm like,
and it's so close. I was like, dude, I'm not going all the way home, driving all the way back.
Dude, real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Before we get
Go ahead.
off track,
just say it.
That Wegmans that's about to open is going to be a game changer.
I can't wait. Dude.
I can't wait to never go to Acme again.
Yeah, that'll be nice. I don't mind Acme.
Close. Nah, Acme's overpriced as shit.
Yo, the 2 worst. Oh wait, hold on.
The fact that you don't go to Aldi's.
No, fuck Aldi's.
That blows my mind.
Aldi's
that
nuts,
you don't
bro.
go there.
No, I've been before. Aldi sucks, dude.
Aldi has great produce.
You can produce these balls down your fucking throat,
Oh my god,
bro.
fucking cunt. Aldi rules.
Because
I was there yesterday. Because why?
I've been there before. Their selection isn't very good. So
that's not true. That's
you're not a vegetarian.
That's provably untrue. They have so much produce. It's fresh and it's very cheap.
But I can literally get produce. I have a little tiny like local grocery store right down the street. I go get produce there all the time.
All right, fair enough. That's true.
That's fair enough. So, I was in Trader Joe's, and there were 2 religious license plates in the same parking lot, parked not near each other, but
a miracle.
So one was I praise,
ooh,
and the other was Psalm 19. So that's one of those like if you know kind of a license plates. Psalm 19 because I don't know Psalm 19. Should we look it up? I'm gonna look it up. You're on your phone right now.
I'm writing these down, you cunt.
Don't call me names. So let's see. Psalm 19. Are any of our listeners religious people?
Hope not. Turn it off.
Psalm 19. There's a bunch of 19s. Okay. Psalm 19.
Did the I praise have a space or no?
No, all one word.
Okay.
So is Psalm 19. For directors of music, a psalm of David. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day, they pour forth
Boring.
Well, anyway, that's Psalm 19.
Ugh.
Dude, even Music Gaming 12 is saying produce these nuts.
Fine. Fine. Aldi rules. You guys are wrong. That's
So
all.
this person must love that psalm. And I went to Catholic school growing up. I had to sing a lot of psalms.
Those are hymns, aren't they?
Oh, fuck. Wait, what's the difference between a psalm and a
Psalm is like a.
No, it's a song.
Isn't a psalm? No, psalm is
Yeah.
Isn't it a passage?
No, that's a passage.
Oh, whatever.
And then there's
What the fuck do I know?
What's John 3:16? That's like scripture. Or?
That's another fucking psalm.
That's not a psalm.
or
psalm.
fucking I don't know.
Psalms
God
are
damn it.
psalms are songs.
God damn it!
No, hymns are also songs, but I don't think they're as long. Psalms are like multiple pages.
I also don't care
Well, I'm just telling you
about
so
this.
that when you get asked this one day, maybe somebody will kidnap you one day and torture you, and they're gonna say, "You
I'll
better
say, I
fucking
don't
know
know.
the difference between a psalm and a hymn."
Well, take them off. I don't know what they are.
You're
I
gonna
don't
be,
know.
You're gonna be waterboarded.
I sure am, and I'm gonna drink it all.
Yeah, and it won't be holy.
I'm a water drinking boy.
You are a water drinking boy. All right, what's on your mind, baby?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
All right.
I have no funny license plates this week. Anyway, so my friend
Just like every other week. Am
my
I right?
friend popped a positive for the bug
Oh, god damn it!
today.
Your coworker?
Somebody far away, but
Oh,
it made me
okay.
it made me think of your coworker,
Who came to work
the one who said you can't get it
if you don't
if
test?
you don't get tested.
Right. It's very funny.
And then that made me think, like, remember when like everybody was like, we need to get tested pretty often. Like you should do your due diligence, and like it only makes sense to get tested. It made me think, like, there had to be more people who were silently just like, yeah, totally get tested, and just didn't get tested.
You never thought about that till now?
Well, I'm sure it arrived in my head back then, but today I'm saying it came back because I was like, man, there's probably so many people who
Quite a bit.
who just walked around like raw dogging it, just untested.
All the time. They do that, but it wasn't just COVID they did that with. They do that with fucking...
They do it with everything.
Everything.
Flu or fucking...
They would come into the barbershop and be like, and cough right on me. Yeah.
just a little off the top.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're
dude.
like, spraying them with shit. But it made me think, like, how many people were just silently actively going out, like being like actively sick.
Oh yeah, all the time, bro. That's
I was
why
like, man.
Americans, like, you would see like an Asian person all the time wearing like a mask, and you'd be like, oh, I guess that's just like a thing. But like, just like, fucking in America, we just had such a fucking problem doing that because we're such assholes when we're sick.
Yeah.
We had to learn from China that you have to wear a mask in order to just not
That you
fucking
should.
cough your germs.
That you not that you
should
have to. You should.
You should wear a mask in order to not cough your germs. Whether you think masks work or not work, quote unquote, which really I think is more of just like a political stance at this point. It always has been.
It's provably true that it doesn't affect. It's not a great safeguard for COVID. However, it is a great safeguard for keeping germs in.
But okay, exactly. If there's a wall of any sort between my mouth and your food, let's say you need to go to the grocery store and you're fucking coughing on all the apples.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. Get
out.
the fuck
Just-
out.
just
so like, you know, I'm glad it's now become like more common practice where if you're seen wearing a mask, people don't just like freak out, or they don't
like avoid you like
yeah,
something's
it's
something's
more
up.
like, oh, this person might not be feeling well. They're doing the responsible thing, like,
And
whether they have COVID or not.
internally it does make me be like, maybe I'll just like give them some extra space or something.
Is that the shirt of the band you saw. I didn't want to ruin your spiel, but that
sure
I didn't
is.
even realize that till right now.
It sure is the shirt.
Fucking awesome.
So that was my thought on that. I saw this band the other night called Fulci, and they're a death metal band from Italy, and they're on their US run right now. It's about to end. Let's see, today. Yeah. So if you're on the East Coast and you like death metal, go see them in Washington D.C. on the Saturday the 10th.
Oh, cool.
Because I saw them, like, they played Philly, and then the next night they played Baltimore. And the Philly show was a Monday, and I was still, like, burnt out from the weekend.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it, I'll catch them in Baltimore. And I'm glad I did. Because, so, like, Matt shaped up my hair earlier tonight, and I was telling him if I could go to every show, ever,
Yeah.
the way that I went to this show,
Sure.
I would. Because unlike other shows, I was only there to see them. Like, I saw the bill, and I was like, I did the classic thing, like, I didn't recognize any names. I'm driving an hour and a half, so I wasn't gonna, like, get there fucking early.
Yeah.
But the ticket stub, or the event said that it started at 8, and I was like, okay, I've got this much time to get there, and they'll probably go on around this time. Mel and I walked in the door at 9:15,
Okay.
and there was probably 60 or 70 people there.
Awesome.
At the Metro Gallery. So it wasn't empty. It wasn't full, but it was a well-attended show.
Yeah.
So I walked over to their merch table because they had a sick-ass spread.
Mm-hmm.
I got this shirt, and I got an awesome long sleeve too.
Oh, that's rad.
And
I picked up a long sleeve for waist.
I love long sleeves.
Me
man.
too. Me too.
So especially a good one, and this was a fucking good one.
Oh yeah, this one's rad.
So I walked over to the merch table, and their merch guy was also Italian. So
Oh, awesome.
he was like, he spoke good English, but he had the accent, and he was like, I was like, yeah, can I get one of those, and one of those? And he was like, they are about to play. And I was like, all right, so do you want me to come back when they're done? And he was like, no, we can do it. And I was like, all right, well, just real quick. So I grabbed my shirts, and I tipped them.
Yeah, sure.
Because they're from fucking Italy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've looked at how expensive it is for bands to come over here.
All the time I do. It's fucking really expensive.
Especially small scale bands that are paying for this shit.
I couldn't believe you just told me. Like, do you think it's worth it? Like, do you think they're making their money back?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Oh, yes.
Oh, good. That makes me happy.
I gave them
'Cause that video. I'd never heard of them. I mean, I like Fulci, the director, who they're named after, because I'm a big fan of giallo and like Italian horror movies. But I'd never heard of the band.
Right.
I
So
didn't think you could just do that. Just take fucking Lucio Fulci's last name.
well, it's Creative Commons. It's just a band name.
Yeah. Right.
Inspired by. But either way, when they got so I bought merch as soon as I got in there, and he was like, they are about to play, and they got on stage. There's no drummer, so they did it Mortician style with a drum machine and 2 guitar players, bass player, and a singer.
Cool.
And the guitar player was like, he probably spoke the best of the band, like English wise.
Yeah.
And he was like, we are Fulci from Italy, and he was like, this is dedicated to the godfather of Italian horror, and he said the director's name.
Yeah. And you're not really an Italian horror guy.
Shockingly, no.
Right.
Not.
Which is, it's cool that you like that band.
Well, the band is just straight up great.
Because when you texted me that, I was like, what is he saying? Like, I didn't understand it in the context until then you sent like the video with it.
Yeah.
And
they were
I was
fucking
like,
so
I was
good.
like fucking Italian horror. Like,
so while they were playing, I guess also since there was no drummer, they had like candles and stuff on their amps, but
that's cool.
They were projecting clips from Fulci movies behind them.
Yeah, that's rad.
With like the gore, like it was really awesome. Oh, so anyway, back to my point.
Mm-hmm.
I walked in bought merch within 2 minutes of being inside, and then 3 minutes later they're playing. As soon as their set ended, we left. We didn't say a word to anybody because we were just there as spectators. We walked right back to the car, and Mel was home by like 10:30.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It was fucking surgical.
Oh,
it was fucking perfect.
Dude, we left right after Waste. They were actually an opener.
I remember they were direct
opening
support
for At the Gates.
That's right.
And I don't care about At the Gates, so
that's
I was
crazy
like,
to me.
I know, and I was like, yeah,
it's classic Swedish death metal, man.
I was like, Liz, let's go, and she's like, oh, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. She's like, well, how do they sound? I was like, they sound like death metal, but they're not as good. Though. They do. I remember them back in high school. I gave them a shot, and then then the guy went on to start In Flames and all that shit, and I was like,
At the Gates rules.
They're fine.
They're great for a couple songs. I would have stuck around for that,
dude.
Only
look,
because they've seen
obviously done a better job at making it in music than I have, so they're doing something right. They're just not for me. Yeah.
Hey man, they're for people with flannel shirts. Okay.
So everybody there looked like the same guy. It was pretty much. I didn't see any flannels because it was summer. I wore shorts. That's the first time I've ever worn shorts to a show because I wanted to fucking mosh all night, and then it turned out I literally was looking around. I said, I should have worn my goddamn Dickies. And Liz was like, but you would have been hot. And I was like, I don't care. I hate wearing shorts.
I wear pants to shows.
I wore my shorts and my Reebok, my high top Reeboks that I always wear in the pit. They're so disgusting anymore. And now I'm wearing my low top Reeboks that are nice and clean.
That show was fucking sweet, and I couldn't wait to talk about it.
I'm happy for you. Yeah, damn it. And see, now I want to go see them. I won't be able to. I leave actually September 10th. Like we're leaving that night.
Crap.
Yeah, it sucks.
So
if I don't, would you want to go to DC? Because they might wait till the 11th. If they wait till the 11th, because I would go and watch them play.
I'm going to a wedding. Finally going to another wedding.
That sucks.
Everybody I fucking know.
Yeah, we're at the age,
always going to weddings.
I'm so sick of weddings too, dude.
I'm not sick of weddings. I'm sick of people being unavailable because they have to go to weddings. I'm selfish like that, I guess.
Yeah. Well, you don't have kids and you don't have a wife.
Hey, love is cool. I love that people are making the pledge to each other and becoming life partners, but I want to do shit too. Fuck you guys. Fuck your weddings. Yeah. I'm sick of them.
I'm sick of them too, man. I went to so many weddings this year. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I think we have one more coming up. Fuck. Oh fuck. I have one in October.
Yeah.
Ah.
Crud. Well, that was a Oh, you know what?
What?
I found some questions.
From whomst?
These
Listeners?
are just no, unfortunately not listener questions,
Damn
but
all right.
I found a series of questions.
Oh yeah, we don't have any of those.
That's not true.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
That's provably untrue.
Yeah.
We have so many.
20, right?
Yeah, plenty.
Hey
we
man,
have like 19.
We're doing this show for you. For you.
I'm not doing this shit for listeners.
Doing this show for you.
I love all the listeners, though.
I do too. I wish they would contact us more and come on the show.
I thought these would be fun. So
all right,
I wrote them down.
I'm sorry.
You fucking fuck. Matt, if you were a potato,
yeah,
how would you prefer to be cooked?
Fucking hash browns. Why?
Okay, that was an instant answer.
Yeah. I've thought about this before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to be some Lyonnaise potatoes.
Oh, those are really good. Yeah. I can't wait to. By the way, my wife brought home a pizza. I can't wait. I haven't eaten since 11:30. Besides a couple of snacks.
It's calling your name.
Yeah.
I see it. It's looking at you, Matt. Oh, just open me up. Give me a smell. Give me a whiff. If you were an animal, what animal would you be?
Oh man, I've thought about this way too much. So the easy answer is wolf, right? Huh. Everybody wants to be a wolf.
Do they?
Yeah, all the time, because I constantly have dreams about running on all fours, all the time, and I used to run on all fours a lot as a kid, especially up the stairs and stuff. I still do it every once in a while. Oh fuck, you're making me yawn.
Oh, sorry, they're contagious. Sorry, there goes the show. So you have this weird exasperated thing that you do with every. Oh God, get over it. It's just I'm sorry.
But I think in reality, the animal I would do best as that probably fits my
No.
personality
That
the
you
most,
want to be.
that I want to be,
Or that you would be.
So I think being a wolf would be cool until you come into contact with a human, because humans want to fucking shoot wolves since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
I think I would be happiest as an armadillo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go into that. Why?
Well, have you ever seen an armadillo up close? So we had them when I was in
haven't.
Texas before we deployed.
Even when I was in the desert, I didn't see any. I wanted to.
They are lovely animals, and they have the coolest like shell and shield going on. They're very defensive animals, obviously.
Yeah, armor.
And they only come out at night, and they hang out. They're very friendly. They eat, bugs and stuff like that, I just love them. They're just I think they're just like the perfect animal.
They are kind of like possums with a bulletproof vest on.
They really are, dude. I really think they're beautiful creatures of Earth. I think they're really cool. They are like a true Earth creature. Like, you look at fish and octopus and fucking giant squid, and you're like, I don't think that's from here. Armadillos, you're like, oh, that is a creature from this planet. And I very much enjoy being a part of Earth. Anyway, what animal would you like to be?
I'd want to be a bird. Either some kind of like
a flamingo, or like
flamingo wouldn't be too bad.
Flamingos are beautiful.
No, something that can fly. Like
flamingos can fly.
Can they?
Yes.
Oh, I guess they can. That's true.
They're not flightless birds.
Either an eagle, falcon, even a small bird. Really,
bird would be cool.
Just flying would be fucking sweet.
Do you just want to get away? Do you think that's because you like to get away from the world?
No, I just
there's no like psychological reason behind it.
I think it would just be fun to fly.
I think so too. Yeah,
it would be fucking awesome. That's what I'd be. I'd be some kind of bird.
Everything tries to fucking eat you as a bird, though.
Do they?
Yeah, like bigger birds try to eat you. Fish will come up and snatch you.
Then I would just be a big bird.
Fucking even spiders trying to get you. Oh yeah,
I've seen the spider that ate the bird, but that was a big fucking spider and a little ass bird.
Dude, you ever seen trapdoor spiders and shit? Like, they want to eat you. Everything wants to eat you as a bird. Humans want to shoot you.
Not all birds.
Yeah, a lot of birds. Quail, duck.
You know what?
Pheasant.
Then I would definitely be an eagle.
Turkey.
Because I'd want to be top of the food chain to avoid being eaten.
Eagles the top of the food chain?
In the bird world, maybe. I don't know what predators they have, that's for sure.
Eagles, they have a lot of predators. In
Name
fact,
one.
I think hawks. Hawks will eat eagles.
Then I want to be a hawk.
But like snakes will eat hawks.
How's a snake going to get up there?
Trees, bro. They climb trees.
They can't get in the sky, bruh. I'm talking about flying. We're flying.
I'm not talking
here.
about sky snakes here. I'm talking about when they land.
Sky snakers.
Sky snakes. It's just like a dragon, I guess. Sky snake.
I think I'd be a dragon.
Oh. You'd be a liger.
You'd be a liger.
There's a dude at my work who has like a griffin tattoo. And I remember making fun of him one
very
time.
Original.
Yeah, I know, because everybody was like, "What do you have the National Guard griffin tattooed on you for?" He's like, "It's not." And I was like, "Oh," and I would do his voice. I'm like, "It's not. It's a regular griffin." It's still like so silly. Griffins are definitely cool. They definitely have never existed, but they're cool.
Maybe.
What's that called? A chimera? A chimera,
Chimera.
right? Yeah. That's like a mix of a bunch of different animals.
I guess so. What was your last song on Spotify?
I don't use Spotify, but
sure you do.
No, I really don't.
You don't use it at all? I know for a fact you use it.
I used it like a month ago when I was painting. Okay, I'll say something from Time Cop 1983. I can't remember at the moment what
That's
song.
a song?
No, that's the band.
Soundtrack. Oh, the
no.
band.
Time Cop 1983. Oh, you're not really into synthwave, right?
You asked me this for
probably all the
two
time.
weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Yes, I am to it just fine.
Yeah.
But not.
So
I've never done like a dive. On it.
Time Cop 1983 is I would say next to Kavinsky, they're probably like the most well-known.
I know who that is.
Synthwave band to date. I would guess, yeah. Time Cop 1983. At least from my research, and they're from Europe. I can't remember where at the moment, but they've toured in the US before, and I would love to go see them. That's like me and my wife's like that's what we listen to when we're snuggling or doing anything. That's like our love music or everything.
Gay.
That's like it. Yeah. Anyway, we love Time Cop 1983. I just think that they're so talented.
All right. So
about
just one of their songs then?
Yeah, it was probably something like that. Because I'll listen to, because I'll use Spotify every once in a while to listen to like a Halloween soundtracks or something. And I have it on my phone. I buy albums. I like buying digital copies because I like to listen to full albums like in a row, and I don't think you can do that on Spotify.
Yes, you can.
Really?
You certainly can.
You might have to show me how to use Spotify. I truly don't know how to use it. I get so confused on it.
It's very user friendly, so we'll get there.
Not to me.
Mine
Yeah.
was Orgasmatron by Motorhead.
Oh, okay.
Actually, that's yes, that is the last one I listened to.
I always forget how much you love Motorhead.
Yeah,
you
man.
have that. Your whole back tattoo is Motorhead.
That's right.
How'd you get into Motorhead so hard? I never got into them.
Well, when I was younger, I just heard them from a skate video, I think.
Like Ace of Spades or something?
No. Well, Ace of Spades was in the Tony Hawk soundtrack, so I liked that.
The American Wasteland soundtrack.
No, Pro Skater 3. Ace of Spades was in Pro Skater 3.
I don't think I ever owned 3.
So that was in that, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But when I heard In the Name of Tragedy in Bam Margera's part in the Element video,
Okay.
I was like, that's a cool fucking song.
Cool.
And then I went to Borders.
Yeah.
Before Second and Charles was...
No, Borders Books.
Before it was Second and Charles, it was Borders.
Yep.
And I bought Inferno from that store, and then I listened to it a lot, and that's how I got into Motorhead.
That's cool,
When I
man.
was a little kid. I was just a sprat.
How old?
Oh fuck, I don't remember.
Like 11?
I wasn't that young, but I wasn't driving yet either, so I was probably an early teen, maybe 12. I don't know. Maybe I was 12.
I didn't
know.
hear the Misfits for the first time until I was 14.
You were gonna say 28.
No. No, and it changed my life. Mm-hmm. But because that's like Municipal Waste is my favorite band that's still around, but the Misfits are my favorite band of all time. Okay. Even though I guess you could say they're back together, but it's not really the same.
No. Glenn Danzig is a fucking cunt.
Yeah, but he's always been an asshole.
Boring.
Okay.
Where do you or where would you retire?
Here.
In Delaware?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Either here or Japan, like in Shibuya.
You can retire anywhere. You'd retire in Delaware.
Dude, Delaware's not that bad. We got the beach an hour away.
This is a made up scenario.
Okay.
I'm talking I'm not talking about easy. I'm talking about ideal.
Okay, I'll say Japan.
All right, that's a good answer.
Yeah, because Liz and we've talked about moving there, like even in our 30s. Yeah. Imagine making that trip every Thursday to do the podcast.
Now that would get expensive.
Wow. What a funny guy. What about you?
Probably Arizona.
Okay. Yeah, you've been there before, right?
Yep, and I've loved it.
Cool.
I love the climate. I love the landscape of the Southwest.
Yeah, I've heard it's beautiful.
I love nature out there.
Okay.
Lots of armadillos.
In Arizona. Yeah.
Eagles and snakes and cool stuff and lizards.
Do you want to live in a forest area?
Not a forest.
You want to live in a suburb?
Sure, why not?
I don't know.
I'd live in.
Is that what you want to do with your life?
I'd live in. If it could be anywhere, it would be in some kind of
you live in a suburb right now.
Yeah.
Once you go and own a home.
We're talking about retirement.
Sure. But I'm saying even 10, let's say 10 years from now.
10? Man, if I could retire in 10 years.
No, not retiring. I'm saying just
I'm talking about retiring.
In a suburb? I know, but this is a different question.
I don't really care. As long as I don't care where it is or what the development is, as long as my neighbors aren't bitches.
Bunch of bitches. Well,
suburb life, real quick. Suburb, like my neighbor right now is being a real bitch.
Really? Yeah. Your houses are so far apart.
You would think.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, you guys share a driveway, right?
No, not at all.
What? Don't you have to drive up that long driveway?
That's my driveway.
Their house is right there, though. I thought
that's the thing about neighbors. So allegedly,
okay,
big ass finger quotes. Apparently, that neighbor saw one of our cats pissing in his rose bush, his rose garden.
You have outdoor cats?
Well, my mom's cat is indoor outdoor, and when my dad is on tour and his girls stay over, they go out too a little bit and then they just come back. But there's also been a stray around our properties lately.
Okay.
He's like, it's a big fluffy white and gray cat that he's nobody's cat. People have asked the neighbors, like everyone around, is this your cat? Is this your cat? No one knows whose it is. And he tried to pull some shit one time and be like, oh, your cat, I saw your cat in my yard again and my dog chased it. And we're like, what did it look like? And he said, fluffy, white, and gray. I'm like, guess what, dick? That's not my cat. I don't care.
Yeah.
But now he's pulling some shit with the property line, and he got the land surveyed, and there's a fucking like a stick with like neon spray paint in the ground, and like a string like all the way down our yard.
Okay.
And it's like it like this fucking supposed line is crossing over some of our driveway, and it's going to be a real fucking problem if he wants to do anything about it, because we'd have to move a retention wall and do all this dumb, crazy bullshit just to fucking swing his dick around because of his fucking rose bush, for Christ's sake. So I would be in my retirement, I'd be in the desert, ideally with no neighbor, like anywhere super close, like miles away would be great from a neighbor. But I don't want to be in like a remote place per se. I want to be around like 20 minutes or less outside of civilization would be really cool.
Okay.
But no more than that. I don't want to be fucking...
So you got to drive 20 minutes every time you want groceries.
Yeah, so be it. Or less.
I hate that.
Like I said, or less.
Anything's 20 minutes or less.
Not everything. Moving on.
Okay.
What superhuman power would you have?
Elasticity.
Really?
No. Yeah, I wanted that one for a long time, but I'd say invisibility.
Invisibility.
Yeah.
Why?
You can cause the most damage being invisible.
See, why do you want to cause damage?
I don't, but in case I have to.
In case of what?
Well, what are you going to need the superpowers for?
You don't need it at all. You're just born with it.
There you go, the visibility.
It's just Maybelline.
Yeah, invisibility, man. Because the Invisible Man, so I would say the Wolfman is like my favorite Universal monster, but...
Not the creature from the Black Lagoon?
No, but my favorite Universal monster film. They're all like almost tied, but the Invisible Man is a little bit above. Because... First of all, the effects are awesome for the time. They're still pretty cool how they did it. Secondly, Claude Rains' performance is outstanding. Thirdly, he has the highest body count out of any movie monster.
You mean like kills?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
He derails a train at one point.
What a rascal.
Yeah, real knucklehead.
A real fucking knucklehead.
Real ankle biter, that one.
Jeez.
Yeah, he kills a lot of people. He runs off with a woman's baby at one point. It's actually a pretty horrific film.
So this is why you want to be invisible, huh? You're a real sick puppy, you know that?
I know. He has this great line. I may have said this on the podcast before, but he traps this guy in a room, and he goes, don't try to escape. I will strangle you. I just love the way he says it. I can watch that movie
just so
like
matter
so many
of fact.
times. Yeah, he's fucking great, dude. His daughter has a great story about when they went to go see the movie together, because you don't see his face the entire time. He's in bandages, or he unwraps the bandages, and
he's invisible.
And he's invisible, yeah. But he does the voice.
Yeah.
And it was funny because he was trying to tell the guy at the ticket booth, no, that's me. I'm in this movie. And the guy was like, yeah, right, Weisenheimer.
Yeah.
Anyway,
because everybody
cool.
back
so
then,
anyway, what
everybody back then was a fucking smartass.
But I think if I had to look anyway, like, and be a superhero, do you know who Leech is from the X-Men?
Nope.
Okay, well, he's like all green. He almost looks like a frog. I think that would be cool.
I remember the first Hugh Jackman X-Men movie.
No, I'm talking about the cartoon. There was a guy with like a frog tongue and everything that they called
not
Leech,
that guy.
but not.
Oh, that's not okay.
Yeah. He's got green skin and red eyes, and he has this like weird power sucking thing.
You'd want to be that guy or invisible, huh?
Yeah. If I could look like him but also turn invisible, if I could be like lizardy.
Well, we're talking superhuman, so you probably could.
Yeah. Dead Man has some cool powers too. Anyway, who would you be?
I wouldn't be anything. My superpower would be that I could fly.
Oh yeah,
I just want to fly.
Being a bird. See, I think it would be cool if you got that superpower, but like you had to look like half bird.
It couldn't be too bad. Get some wings.
Yeah, but you'd also have like fucking feathers. You'd have like
talons.
Fucking mutated beak growing out of your face.
You said half. You didn't say most.
Well, which half?
Probably
just
my
the
lower
wings?
Half. some bird legs and some wings.
Some bird legs with a human face, human body. But you have these like weird, like skinny legs.
I'd be a fucking mess.
You sure would be. You would be a mess. You look like in the fucking cartoons, like when one of the like the Looney Tunes, like if Foghorn Leghorn got like burned, they would always show like half of his body, and it was like really thin without
charred.
the feathers. Yeah, and then like the rest of him was all fluffy with feathers.
Dude. Well, Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
Here's one I'm really curious about.
Mm-hmm.
If you had one more hour in every day,
sure,
what would you do?
Fucking sleep, baby. I'm suck at sleeping. If I could, I would sleep. Yeah.
You had like
as an adult. Look, dude. When I was younger, I would have said like, "Oh, make music or work on the haunted house, bro." As an adult, right now,
extra hour
my
of sleep.
Fucking body hurts at all times.
You know, and sleep is the number one most important thing for recovery too.
Yeah, and I am bad at it. I'm really bad at it,
man. No matter what. No matter what, even if you had to stay up for 24 hours,
I've done it times.
There's that extra hour in the day, guaranteed sleep.
Yeah.
That would be nice to have a guaranteed, like, no matter what, I will be asleep from this hour to this hour.
Yep.
What would I do?
Mm-hmm.
Man, the sleep thing is a great fucking thing. But it's literally like between the hours of, I don't know, let's say 12 and 1, it's as if that hour doesn't exist. If I could do anything for that hour, I'd work out. Because then I could do a solid workout every single day.
Yeah.
I would have enough time to be cleaned up, and then I would have the rest of my day. Every day.
That's really good, yeah.
That would be perfect for me, because then I would also probably sleep better because I'd be exercising every day. And then
excellent.
That's what I would do.
All right.
Have you ever given somebody bad advice?
Actually, no. No, I'm serious. I never did. Actually, I've been told I have given people really good advice.
By who?
Just like clients. Like there was one guy who I would literally stay after with all the time. He liked me cutting his hair and just giving him and like listening to him talk like a psychologist. And he would tell me all the time I give really good advice. I've been told by most people I give really good advice.
So you've provably never given anyone bad advice?
No.
All right.
In fact, and I've always been told, dude, I should have listened to you.
Some hearts just get lucky sometimes.
Yeah. What about you?
I've heard that too, though.
Have you ever given anybody bad advice?
I've definitely not steered people right. I feel like I've steered people wrong. in like relationship wise. I don't think I didn't used to be great with relationships, so I'd probably given bad advice back then. Like for a fact, I've probably done that. I should have thought more about this question because I didn't think of a particular.
Yeah, you
instance
had
either.
these questions. Did
Hey.
you not expect me to ask them back?
No. What 3 things would you like to accomplish this
Three-parter,
year?
Okay, well, obviously haunted house being a success, because that could go a million ways. It could go, I could build it up and it be perfect, and then it fucking rains. So that would break my little heart.
So a successful haunt, big
Uh-huh.
number 1 note with a bullet.
Let's see, what's like another good one? A big thing I've been working on is my stomach again, like getting my stomach in really good shape again. It's in good shape, but I want to be like, there's a level of ripped I like to be, and I'm not exactly there yet.
I was thinking you're talking about the important one, like your gut biome or something.
No, I'm fine there.
So just vanity, huh?
Yeah, just vanity, definitely. Yeah, well, I'm fucking in my 30s now. It's like, this is the time to do it.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
What is the one last thing? I guess I would really like to, and the third one, I would really like to play like a big show by the end of the year. Like, not big, but at least like a really
a great show.
Like a great show. I did one in April of this year that I was really proud of at the Jackson Inn. It was like, it went perfectly.
I remember that show. You were glowing about that show.
Yeah, it rained outside. It was packed. It was all, we had the fog machine working, everything. Like, everything was great. So
a great show.
Yeah.
It's a good answer.
And then that was 3 things, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How about yourself?
I would like to get out of credit card debt. I did that.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I would like a raise.
Okay.
And I would like to go somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's next year for us.
At this point, yeah, same. I'm not gonna accomplish it by
you
this
and
year.
your lady, you're gonna go together.
Yeah, somewhere. Just.
You guys should come with us.
I would love a proper vacation.
Do you want to go? Do you want to do Disney?
Abso-fucking-lutely not.
Okay. What about Universal?
I've been there.
Why,
I know they.
Why so hardcore against Disney? Is it just too stressful?
Disney stinks.
I disagree, but I really only want to go for a couple of rides.
See,
but I'm not one who likes to indulge in all the Disney foods and the drinks and all that stuff. I literally just want to do Tower of Terror, Haunted Mansion, and the is the Great Movie Ride gone by now?
I couldn't tell you. So you're talking about one day?
No, because those are in different parks already. I mean, Tower of Terror is in Hollywood Studios. Magic Kingdom has Haunted Mansion. And I just want to ride the Tower of Terror before they turn it into fucking Guardians of the Galaxy like they did in the LA one.
You think they're going to do that to Disney World too?
I do, yeah.
Why? Nobody gives a shit about Guardians right now.
But they do. That's the thing, is like little kids. Dude, you ask a person in their, let's just say even in their 20s, I bet they can name all the characters of Guardians of the Galaxy before they could name who the host of Twilight Zone is. Do you know who the host of Twilight Zone is?
Jordan Peele.
Jesus Christ. Well, I guess you're not wrong, because the current Twilight Zone has Jordan Peele, but the original host of the Twilight Zone.
I couldn't name that either.
You fucking, I bet you know
and I don't care.
I bet you know the main character's name of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Quill. Peter Quill.
Not Peter Quill.
Isn't it?
Oh, maybe. Isn't his name Star-Lord?
Whatever. You said his name, not his. I guess
that's
his
name.
Too.
Yeah, I didn't know his name was Peter Quill.
Whatever.
But Rod Serling. Rod Serling is the original Twilight Zone. But what I'm saying is, people who are spending money don't care about Twilight Zone anymore.
No.
They care about fucking dumbass Marvel movies.
Believe it or not, pop culture does not revolve around antiquated things anymore. It's what's current.
You are right about that, yeah.
So that's why people don't give a shit about who the host of Twilight Zone is compared to Guardians.
You're right, and it sucks because Rod Serling changed what television has become. Single-handedly, I might add.
You're about to enter The Twilight Zone.
Yeah, not just from the Twilight Zone. His writing, he wrote most of those episodes. He was a World War II fucking hero in the 82nd Airborne Division. He's fucking awesome. He's a paratrooper.
I wish that clap could sound more sarcastic.
He saved he saved one of his officers' lives. It's like this big thing. Anyway, you should read about him sometime. He's really fucking cool.
Well, maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
You won't.
I won't.
No.
Will they?
Fucking Fulci.
Won't they? They won't.
You should watch a Fulci movie too.
I'd be up for that.
We could screen it here.
Okay.
I own. I think I only own one. The one that
which one?
Zombie.
Nice.
But we have Argento movies here too. If you, I just think so. Shudder has like every Italian horror director. Like,
you're a Shudder subscriber.
I sure am. Yeah.
So
Mario Bava, Lucio Fulci.
Lucio, that was his fucking name.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of. Thank you.
We could do Argento, Dario Argento.
And we've been at this for a minute. Let's wrap it up with some work stuff.
I already talked about work.
Did you?
Yeah.
God damn it! Did I really just ask that? What? I guess you did, but I'm talking about officially. Like, I'll tie these last questions into work.
Yeah.
And then
I gotta eat.
I'll just complain.
I didn't realize it's late. I gotta eat. Oh, get over yourself. I'm hungry.
Some people eat before they do the things they're obligated for, so they have
time.
energy.
Because, all right, whatever. I don't have to explain
In
myself
your
to you.
multiple hours after work, you didn't have any time?
No, I didn't.
Okay, fair enough. I understand that too. What's the most important thing to have in a work environment or at a job? What's the most important thing to have?
A good attitude.
Just you personally?
Me? Wait,
Like-
I don't understand the. I mean, yeah, a
Like
good attitude.
like you yourself have to have the good attitude?
Didn't you say you personally have to have? What is it? What does it say?
What is the most important thing to have in a work environment or at your job?
Good attitudes.
Okay, so all around.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, you don't want to work with a bunch of not eat before the podcasters. I'm sorry.
I hope you're actually fucking sorry for that.
I'm not. You had the deadest look I've ever seen of you.
The blackest eyes.
Like a doll's eyes.
The devil's eyes. Yeah. Oh, God. That new one is just going to suck so bad.
You what?
Halloween Ends.
Oh, I'm thinking of Jaws.
Oh, you're doing Quint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like a doll's eyes.
Oh, I was doing Donald Pleasance and fucking Halloween.
Tomato.
The blackest eyes. The devil's eyes.
Nah. Oh.
All right, go ahead. What do you think?
Don't worry.
What's some
I'll go
fun
ahead.
things that were- I'm so hungry.
Why don't you go fucking pick up a slice then, you
You want me
dick?
to eat on mic?
Eat over there. Just
No.
not on the mic.
All right.
Most important, clear instructions.
That's very important. Yeah.
And
That's a
actually,
good answer.
more
Can I change mine? I'm just kidding. That's a good
even
answer.
even more important than that is a good support system.
Okay.
So like at my job, when I have questions about things, when I'm fucking around with spreadsheets and bullshit and tax code and fucking God knows what, I need to be able to ask somebody what something means and then be able to be like instructed correctly how to do it. So clear instructions and support, kind of a two-parter. I'm cheating, but
A twofer.
yeah, that's the most important thing.
That is a very important thing because if you're fucking something up, you want somebody to come along and help you and not just scream at you about it. You want good support.
Not even just come along. I want to be able to go proactively ask them.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Like, I don't think nobody needs
We
to...
have that at my work. We have a pretty good support system.
Nice. Yeah, nobody needs to micromanage or hover or anything, but
Yeah.
if I have a question, I want it to be able to be answered by somebody who knows it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just fucking spewing bullshit also. I hate that so much when they just don't know what they're talking about, but they talk so much about it. That makes me shake with fury on the inside. It makes me sick. It actually makes me sick. Wait, what was the next thing? What's the next thing?
What do you admire most in a colleague?
In a colleague?
Yeah, like
How much they admire me.
Be serious.
All right. What do I admire most in a colleague? Their work ethic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone's busting their ass, it inspires you to bust yours too.
It sure does. Yeah. There is a guy at my work. We get along really well because we come in the morning, we write our notes for the day. We don't fucking sit down there and bullshit like a lot of other people at my work. We just start working.
Nice.
Like, I can talk while I work. That's fine. But I see
You
him.
can't do the stand around thing.
I fucking cannot. It drives me nuts.
Thank God you don't drink coffee with those those chumps, huh?
They're not chumps. They're actually wonderful guys. It's just they're the kind of guys that are so smart. They're like, yeah, we'll get to it when we get to it. But like this other guy and me, we just want to get to it right off the bat, and we don't want to bullshit because he showed me a lot of really good habits to get into, and I really appreciate his work ethic. It makes me want to learn more because I see him doing it and I go, oh wow, he's really good at all this stuff. I want to be like him. I don't want to be like these other guys, because these other guys, they might be good at something, but they're only good, when you absolutely, it's like he's on a consistent good basis. These guys are like, they're like your fucking Babe Ruths, where like, yeah, they hit home runs, but then
they're eating hot dogs and drinking beer.
Right. And they're also, every time they go up, they're not hitting a home run. Just because he hit a bunch of home runs doesn't mean he hit one every time. That's
a pretty damn good analogy.
Where this guy is showing me how to play shortstop, where you can take anything that comes your way. And I was just like that about cutting hair. I was like, I want to fucking be able to cut whatever walks through the door. Even if I might not, like, all my haircuts are very good, but like, I might not be fucking Instagram famous barber that takes 3 hours on a haircut or whatever, but it's like, that shit does not matter. You do really good haircuts in a timely manner, and you're able to keep your clientele that way. And that's how I try to take things. I'm running a marathon, not a sprint. You
know how much I would bust your balls if you took more than 1 hour on my haircut?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I would fucking...
Everybody would. People would get annoyed. People would get annoyed. But what I'm saying is, this guy shows me how to do tasks the proper way, and in a timely manner, where I watch him do something, and then I ask him a whole bunch of questions, and he's always like super supportive and answering, and just like all around good dude. So that's what I look for with my colleagues.
I hate to have a boring answer, but my answer is same.
I knew were you about to say ditto? Have you ever said I love you to somebody, and they say me too?
No, my favorite is Han Solo, and goes, I know.
Oh yeah.
No, I've never heard luckily, still have not heard some bullshit like that. No.
Oh, I have.
That stinks.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you.
I definitely was not in love with this person. I just didn't know what like, I used to just say it. You know what I mean?
Oh, Matt. I'm talking about work stuff.
I know, but I was just thinking about that.
That's
just reminded me.
That's tragic.
No, that was fine.
It definitely, a coworker would inspire me, or my boss actually inspires me like that coworker does for you, because she'll show me like a new way of doing things. Like, we figured out like a shortcut today that is going to save us hours and hours of time.
That's good.
In the future, and that shit inspires me to like try really hard and do good at what I do too. So I agree with that. And finally, I got one last one.
Okay.
So we can wrap this work segment up and this episode.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good one.
It's a long episode.
Good ep.
How long is it?
Long enough.
How many times have you had to say that in your life? Am I right, ladies? Okay.
What's your least favorite job you've ever had?
I think I've talked about this.
Was it the janitor?
No, I love that job. Being a door-to-door fucking salesman, that was the worst job I've ever had. I hated that job. And everyone who I came to their door, every one of those people fucking hated me. And I don't blame them. Yeah, that job fucking sucked. I hated it so much. I used to have to drive everybody around. I would walk up to people's doors. I had guns pointed at me. It was like all kinds of shit. Yeah. People are fucking bonkers when it comes to their being on their property. I've been yelled at. I was yelled at by a dude in fucking only cowboy boots and tighty whitey underwear before.
Nice. Like Trevor from fucking GTA 5.
Sure, yeah. I don't know. This dude screamed at me and I couldn't stop laughing. I was 17. Yeah, that job fucking sucked, but it was the only place that paid $9 an hour at the time, and that was a lot of money.
Remember when that was a lot of money?
I do.
And I remember...
It was $9 an hour, and I still remember this, and an extra $100 if you got
a lead?
A sale. No,
a sale.
Leads,
That's
you
nothing.
had to come back with 2 leads per workday. I got if you got a sale... You got an extra $100. You're right. It is nothing but you could also kind of make your own schedule there. I worked like every night. Yeah, that job really did fucking suck. It was just exhausting.
Thank God we're not stuck in these jobs.
Thank God. We were very lucky. Very fortunate. Yeah, that job sucked.
I think about that all the time with the job I have now. I love my fucking job.
Yeah, I'm very lucky to have the job I have.
We're just 2 lucky fucking guys.
Yeah. I mean, we're also hard worker. Like, I'm an extremely hard worker.
I do bust my ass at this job.
I just suck at sales. I hate doing sales. I hate dealing with customers.
I got my job with no college degree, and I bust my fucking ass at this job.
Same.
So suck it, college.
College is a fucking scam. Although, did you see the college debt thing? Yeah,
people are getting forgiven up to 10 grand of student loans.
Is that actually happening finally?
Guess so.
I guess so. Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, hey, dude, I'm excited for those people. Hell yeah.
It's gonna,
especially with COVID.
It's that's a life-changing amount of money for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean there's all your books right there.
Books. Talk about a couple of years of tuition. Several semesters worth.
Maybe at community college, yeah, but
I mean, that would take care of my tuition.
So it's $10,000 per year, right, or something? It's something.
I have no idea.
Or per semester. It's something.
That's a lot of fucking money.
That is, but do you realize how much college costs?
Yeah, I'm in college.
Oh yeah, I always forget that.
I'm thinking I might give it up.
Are you taking courses right now?
At this exact moment, no, I'm podcasting.
Thanks for that. I'm going to go ahead and end the podcast. You can find us.
Oh, you don't want to hear my answer then?
I do.
I'll go kidding. Fuck myself.
Go ahead. What's your fucking answer?
Delivery.
Oh, being a delivery person?
I was a delivery driver for Wings to Go.
Holy shit.
Man,
I would have thought you would have said Rite Aid.
That job was whatever. That was my very first job. So
really?
I don't
I
feel.
bought condoms from you before we were even actually good buddies. I just knew who you were.
I didn't feel one way or another about that job. Driving delivery for Wings to Go was the worst job I've ever had. And Wings to Go is essentially, it's the same thing as Wingstop. You order food from there, and
I think people know how it works.
Dummies like me. We had to deliver in our own cars.
Yep. Oh, yeah, of course you did. Yeah, you still do.
I mean, no gas was provided. We used our own gas.
Yeah.
I think they paid minimum wage.
And then you get to keep the tips.
Tips was
how you paid your gas.
It was laughable.
Oh, of course.
Because I worked at the one on Main Street.
Yeah.
University of Delaware campus.
Uh-huh.
And let me tell you something. And if you didn't know this, college kids, speaking of fuck college.
Dude, I used to work at that Subway on Main Street.
They're not the best tippers in the world.
And they're awful people.
They're awful.
They don't know how to be people yet. They're just in an extended version of high school, except now there's no adults there yelling at them.
At that time, though, I was the same age as all those kids. I just wasn't in school.
Right. Yeah, that's awful.
And I was like, I was making so little money that I was losing money by being at that job because I was spending it on gas, not getting tipped. And college kids are not, or Small businesses are not beyond reproach either. I'll still say fuck that Subaru dealership to this day.
Oh, on Cleveland Avenue.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Is that Matt Slaps some shit like that?
Matt Slap Subaru. Yeah.
Maybe. But I remember this so clearly. They had a huge order around lunchtime or something, and the total was like it was 68.86 or something like that. It was in the high 68s.
Okay.
And the person gave me $70.
Keep the change.
Exactly. A keep the change moment. I was like, I counted what was in my hand, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
And
they are clueless, bro.
It was that happened regularly. Most of the time, a delivery to a business was like a guaranteed okay tip.
Sure, yeah.
Because they're at work and they're probably paying with company money anyway or some shit. So they don't care. They'll tip you nicely, but not at fucking Subaru on Cleveland Avenue. Fuck you.
Fuck Subarus in general. I'm just
not true. I like Subarus. Those are great cars.
Fuck them.
That dealership can kiss my ass though.
Yeah, they suck.
And
all of that area, that whole area, I just hate it.
Also, that was before GPS in cars was a regular thing.
Oh yeah.
So I had to find all these. Jeez, you are fucking Mr. Yawny Yawns tonight. I had to find all these places with no GPS.
Yeah.
So I'd have to either go off of directions from people by word of mouth.
MapQuest?
No, I was at work. I couldn't use a computer.
Right.
So I had to just go find places.
Ugh.
And I got fired because I was too late for like a couple deliveries in one night, and I was like, I couldn't find that fucking place. I don't know what you're talking about. And they were like,
blessing in disguise. The only problem with that is, and I know exactly why you just stayed there. We started working all the time during the recession. So if you could find a job, you felt so lucky.
Yeah.
Because that's when I had that job at Subway, or when I was doing door-to-door sales. Like, I was like, oh my God, I'm so lucky to have this job.
I do remember.
They were treated us like shit.
I do remember anytime I got jobs, though, I'd be like, oh shit, I got the job.
Yeah.
And like, I get to make money now.
Oh, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Remember when I got you that job at Gore?
Yeah. I busted my ass there.
I know.
I made good money there too at that time.
Yeah. Yeah. That was good money and a good schedule.
Great schedule.
Yep.
Pretty good money. No, that was cool.
Yeah.
Well, I got nothing else in lieu of questions, but if you've got questions for us on the podcast, send them in to our Gmail account. What's the Gmail, Matt?
Our Gmail account, for all you non-social media users or those who would like to remain anonymous, is thanks for your service. Sorry. Oh my God. It's thank you for your... Oh my God, it's so loud. Okay, our
thank
Gmail
you
account.
for your services at gmail.com. If you'd like to send us some kind of... if you have a question...
Literally anything.
If you have a comment...
Just send us.
If you have a story, if you want Matt to shut the fuck up while I'm talking, if you want me to shut the fuck up while Matt's talking,
more likely that one.
Send us an email.
Thank you for your services at gmail.com. That is your spelled U-R, like the letters.
Yep.
U-R. Yep. And you can find us on Instagram.
You can find us on Instagram.
Oh my fucking
God. Thanks.
Really?
For your services _podcast. If you go to our Instagram, I'd like to direct people to the Instagram.
Yeah, it is important.
Mostly because...
Yeah, I'd like to direct people towards the Instagram.
I'd like to direct you to the fucking mute button.
I'm so loud. Get out of here.
So, anything podcast related can be found on the Instagram page. And that's thanks for your services _podcast. On Instagram.
That is, once again, at thanks for your services _podcast.
Yeah, like I was saying,
I said,
the links to all of our socials are in the bio, are in the bio on our page. Our YouTube channel is there. You can actually find the link to this Twitch channel if you're watching on Twitch. Hey. Also, you can join us live when we do these pods. And subscribe to the show on the streamer of your choice. Spotify, Apple,
Podcatcher,
Stitcher, fucking
Twitch.
Google Play, the rest of them.
Subscribe to us on Twitch.
Subscribe to us on Twitch. Give us a rating if you could.
Anything.
On Spotify, it's really easy to do. I would love.
We just love feedback.
I would, yeah. Honestly, feedback is great, and it makes us better.
I'd love to be fed.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually about to feed Matt this pizza right now. So, thanks, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for your service.